Melbourne need to figure a few things out because they have been poor the last probably 6 weeks now. So Geelong have to travel for this one a large way too. They're not going to get it just nice and easy like they did.
70 Ks down the road.
Well, they complain a lot about it. They don't want to play finals there. We all know about that. The bleach blonde hair that went slightly orange. He got bored apparently, so he dyed his hair. These are the games they have to win. They've got a slightly soft draw coming home. They've got 3 definite winnable games coming home, so this should be one of them.
G'day punters, welcome to Chewing the Fat. Billy Brownless here and Daisy Thomas. And Daisy, round 18 of AFL footy already.
Oh, yes.
Only 6 rounds to go of home and away.
6 rounds to go and there is a serious logjam. Probably, 10, 11 teams that could be playing finals and these two here, 9th v 10th to kick off the round, Bill.
Exactly. Ooh. Friday night footy at Marvel, what a game. Both sides very poor last weekend. Both sides need a win and the Doggies, they're under the pump, should win this at Marvel.
You'd imagine so. They need their midfield to get back to their very, very best. They need to get on top in that department. But both teams struggled centre forward last week, which is really disappointing. That's the one thing you'd imagine they'll be working on this week. The Saints are really falling off the cliff, though, which is concerning for them. But they're still 9th on the ladder. They're only their percentage out of the 8. The Western Bulldogs find themselves 10th at the moment and a game out. So they have to win this if they are any chance of Western Bulldogs. Massive game with massive ramifications.
Exactly. Good word, that. And this will be a beauty. I think the Doggies win this one.
I'm tipping them as well.
They play well at Marvel. Oh, wow, have a look at this, Days. Your old mob, Carlton, take on my mob, Geelong. MCG, Saturday night, 70,000 people there. You got the mids. Magnificent there. Who's going to play on who there? Then the forward lines. Look, I did a bit of homework. Tom and Jerry from the Cats, they've kicked 89 goals this year between them. And for Carlton, Charlie and Harry have kicked 86 goals.
Outstanding. It's going to be brilliant. We can't wait to watch it at the MCG as well. So Geelong have to travel for this one a large way too. They're not going to get it just nice and easy like they did.
70 Ks down the road.
Well, they complain a lot about it. They don't want to play finals there. We all know about that, and that's coming up soon. That chat will be had. Stay tuned for that. The Blues, though, this is their chance to make a serious statement and put the AFL world on notice that they are serious contenders. I can't wait for this one. However, in saying that, I think the Cats go on and win.
So you go with all that, and then you say the Cats are going to win.
I hope they win because I do hope that they can go deep into September, but I think it will be the Cats.
Cats for me with Tommy Atkins just
8 in a row for the Cats if they win this.
8 in a row. Bloody hard to do.
Do you want to lose one before finals?
Yes.
OK.
But let's have a look at Fremantle taking on the Sydney Swans. They're over there in Perth, Daisy. Freo just unbeatable over there. And are they playing good footy? They are flying. And Nat Fyfe just starting to say, hey, remember me? I've won a couple of Brownlows.
He's a very good player. Only dropped the 1 game at home this year, Freo. So this is good news for them. The Swans, well, can they mount a challenge against them? It'd be interesting. I think the big deck will suit them. So we look forward to this one. Nat Fyfe, as you said, he was the difference in that game on the weekend. Freo getting a touch up at centre bounce after half-time, just pulled the rein and said, you go in there and plug that hole, Nat, and he did that. Fantastic, though. Rory Lobb, the bleach blonde hair that went slightly orange, he got bored, apparently, so he dyed his hair. It's different, but he's been fantastic. So Fremantle at home for me, hard to tip against them.
I'm with you there, Daisy. This is an interesting game here. Melbourne taking on Port Adelaide up at Traeger Park, which is Alice Springs. And Port Adelaide like playing up there. Actually, the D's don't mind it either. But I think Port Adelaide are a big chance here. They're playing some good footy, coming together nicely. So at 2.75 only at PointsBet, I don't mind Port Adelaide.
Yeah, well, Melbourne need to figure a few things out because they have been poor the last probably 6 weeks now.
Well, they've lost 4 of the last 6.
Well, there's the poor 6 weeks that I've spoken about. It's been that time. The 4 losses, not great. Look, Geelong at GMHBA, I think you give them a bit of a swipe across on that one because Geelong played that ground fantastically. We know that. But it's the defence. They gave up 30-plus shots at goal last week, Melbourne, or scores. So that's the thing. Their defence is usually the best part. I think they strangle Port Adelaide in this way, get back to their very, very best, get the 3 defenders, Lever, May and Petty, just steering the ship. I'm going to tip Melbourne comfortably in that one.
All right, I'll go with Port Adelaide and let's have a look at this. Essendon taking on the Gold Coast Suns, and we love the Gold Coast Suns. Well done there, Stewie Dew gets an extension on his contract. Noah Anderson kicks a goal after siren. One of the great wins over Richmond last week. Can they continue at Marvel Sunday?
I think they can. They need to. If they're going to be any chance to play finals, these are the games they have to win. They've got a slightly soft draw coming home. They've got 3 definite winnable games coming home. So this should be one of them. Essendon have found some form, though. So It's going to be a cracker, but the Gold Coast Suns, you just got to love what they're producing. 40 points down to come back and win. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. Gold Coast Suns for me at Marvel.
I'm with you, Daisy. Good work. Have you downloaded your PointsBet app?
I have, Bill. Gives you access to all those markets, many, many more. Only takes 1 minute of your time. If you are going to download it, Bill, tell the people what to do.
Gamble responsibly.